back, everyone. It's John, Wade Boggs fan. It's Monday, March 29th. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Before I get into today's video, I want to thank all of you who were able to join in on my live stream Friday night for my latest hobby talk. I was joined by Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards, and we had a great time talking about unopened material and a whole bunch of topics surrounding the hobby, upcoming national prices, you name it, a whole slew of topics. Had a wonderful time. Went over 3 hours long. So again, for those who were able to pop in here and there, thank you. Enjoyed having you. And for those who missed it, it did post to my channel on Saturday. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I know it's long. I don't expect you to watch all of it, but I encourage you to just check it out, even for a few minutes. Again, we had a great time. Brandon, thank you again for joining me. So, the topic of this video was a card show that I was able to attend. The first card show, really, that I attended since the 2019 National. Now, occasionally, there's been a small little card show at a local mall of mine. There aren't a whole lot of shows that I have access to. I think there's some maybe up in the Wilkes-Barre area at a mall. There's the Philadelphia show. Philadelphia is about 2.5 to 3 hours away. I haven't gone to one of those. I really haven't put in a whole lot of effort to go out and seek shows, but this one was literally in my backyard, about 2 miles away. I live that close to one of the malls, but I didn't expect much. There were about probably no more than 15 tables. I took a little video, which I will be showing here, of the the dealers and the size of the show. Again, not very big, so I didn't go into it with any expectations. Sort of like what I'm going to do. I'm going to say when they have the national this year. Not going into it with any expectations of finding any Wade Boggs cards, which I didn't. But what I found, which I suspected was going to be the case, pretty much most of the dealers had modern. The vast majority of the dealers had modern cards. A lot of them had football and basketball. So those were modern. Football and basketball was almost every dealer had them. Very few vintage. If there was vintage, it was not graded. And so again, being a Wade Boggs collector, being a PSA vintage graded collector, didn't expect much, but I did pick up a couple items which did not break the bank by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm working on my 1978 Pops set. And so I went hoping maybe that I could find at least some 78 tops. And unfortunately, this one dealer, when I asked if they had some 78 tops, says, "Oh, I have like a 5,000 count box or something like that, but I didn't bring it with me." Can't blame him. With the space that he had, that's not something that is going to sell a lot. So I can't blame him for not bringing it. But he did have some star cards. Now, if I was collecting vintage cards and I did not want them graded and I did not care at all about condition, I could have picked up a lot of really good vintage cards. There were some, not guaranteed, some of them were pretty beat up, but man, dirt cheap prices though. They weren't asking a fortune for something. No, we're talking mainly 70s, but there were a couple 60s, late 60s cards of some, and we're talking Hall of Famers. But again, I didn't pick them up because that's not my focus. So I did find four 1978 Topps cards that I needed for my set, and that were well centered Corners look pretty sharp. Again, I'm being very picky, and I know it's going to take me a very long time, but I want to be very picky. This is the first set really that I'm putting together by hand, um, and the 78 set is special to me, so I want all the cards, even the commons, to have really nice eye appeal. So I know it's going to take me a while, but again, I managed to pick up four, and I'm trying to think. I think they were all, yes, well, three Hall of Famers, three cards with four Hall of Famers, and one non Hall of Famer who should be in the Hall of Fame. But anyway, I'll be showing those cards off here, as well as three cards that I recently got in the mail. So let me first show this brief clip of the card show, and then I'll show off the four cards I picked up at the show and the mail cards. And I think we have a trivia question for you at the end. Let's go take a look.
I didn't get any of the gold cards though, man. They were really loose. Can't get it to flop. I didn't see the video.
As you can see, yeah, the show was a really small show, but hey, it was the first card show that I was able to attend since the 2019 National. It's really hard to find to buy some of these 78 Topps cards like on eBay to start working on my set. I really like to see cards in person. Really look at the corners, front and back. eBay listings don't always have the back, or the picture's a little fuzzy. Or for a common 1978 card, you're paying $3.95 in shipping. Um, Really hard to find those free shipping, 99-cent shipping cards. I need to start looking some more, maybe find a few of those gems, but I find that I'm going to probably be able to complete my 78 set um, better if I'm able to attend shows and they have some. So yep, we'll see. I know it's going to be a very long um, time here for me to complete it, but it will be worth it. So here were four cards, as I mentioned, that I was able to pick up at the show. And the first one, we'll go with the non-Hall of Famer who should be in the Hall of Fame. And this is the 77 record breaker of Pete Rose. I recently picked this one up in a PSA 8 for my PSA collection, but of course wanted this for my set. Pretty good centering, maybe a little bit off left and right. Corners are sharp enough for me. The back's pretty nicely centered. Apologize for the glare there. There we go. So there's that one. Then the next one is Hall of Famer Don Sutton. That one is spot on with centering. Really like that. You don't see 78s again. Typically have usually down here a lot of black print marks as it was going through the printing process. This one's pretty nice and clean. The back as well. Yeah, so very happy with that. The next one is Hall of Famer Gary Carter again. Pretty good corners, really nice centering. Very little, you can barely tell at the bottom, a little bit of some print marks there, but overall a really nice copy. And here is the back of the card. So again, really happy with that one for the set. And the last one is a dual Hall of Famer. And again, I recently picked this one up in, I think, a PSA 8. Is the 1977 strikeout leaders of Phil Niekro and Nolan Ryan. A couple little fish eyes down there in that bottom border, but I don't mind. Very good centering. And even on the back, some of these leaders cards are a little off, at least left to right, but that one's pretty good as well. And the best thing is these 4 cards cost me all of $4. So get especially that Ryan there, essentially for $1. The Carter, Sutton, and Rose, all for a total of $4. I'll take it. All right, got 3 cards in the mail, and 2 of them are parallels of the 2021 Donruss. The first one is the Independence Day. You got the stars there. This one is not serial numbered, but again, one of the parallels. And then a little bit of shine here. We have the Hollow Blue. Looks pretty good there. Nice shine. Similar shine to the, I forget what the version is that, I think it's the red. That's serial numbered out of 2021. This is the blue. So, pretty cool. Not serial numbered as well. And then the last one, I have been working on trying to complete the non-one-of-one rainbow of the 2019 Panini Prism. And other than the one-of-one, for the longest time I had been 3 cards short. And found one, and not only did I find this one, but if I had missed out on this one, there was one ending like a day or two later, and it has been ages since I've seen one of them. So I was pretty confident I was going to win one. Ended up winning the first one. Don't know what the second one went for, but it is the navy blue kaleidoscope. You ready for some shine? Ooh, check that out. Look at that. As you move it, like the circles, just like a kaleidoscope. Just, oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that. So cool. And it is numbered out of 35. So there are 2 non one of ones that I am missing to complete my rainbow, and we're talking probably close to 30 different parallels. I need the Carolina Blue Prism. It is not serial numbered. It is, I think I've seen some pictures. There's a whole bunch of different blue parallels, but it's like a light blue, sort of like North Carolina blue, I think, a really light blue. That's unserial numbered. And then I need the Forest Green Flash Prism out of 5. I'm probably not going to find that one. But if I can at least get the Carolina Blue Prism, I'll be very happy. So if any of you have or know someone who may have a Carolina Blue Prism of 2019 Prism Boggs, let me know. It's not a very valuable card. It's not serial numbered. I don't think it's any short print. I just don't see. I'm not sure if I have seen one listed on eBay, because I would have at least tried to bid on it. But anyway, if you do, or if you happen to come across the green, I would be interested as well. So, all right, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed my show pickups and my mail day cards, and let's get to the trivia. Before I get into the trivia question, on Wednesday night's video, I had a Would You Rather. And that Would You Rather pitted the 1967 Topps Tom Seaver rookie card in a PSA 7 against a 1968 Nolan Ryan rookie card in a PSA 6. And as I suspected, Nolan Ryan far above and away. There were a few votes for the Tom Seaver rookie, but far and away, most of the comments said Ryan every day of the week. And I'm understanding that. Ryan, I had before I started doing my Would You Rather's, I did with comparing baseball cards. I did a comparison of like who would you want for say your starting pitcher on your team, Nolan Ryan or Greg Maddux. And I went back and forth with their stats and so on, and even then, even though many people agreed that Greg Maddux was an amazing pitcher, they voted Ryan just constantly, and it made me think. Okay, so when we're talking modern day pitchers, not the Christy Mathewsons, Walter Johnsons, Cy Youngs, that type of pitcher pre-war, but quote unquote modern day, say 1950 on or something like that. It seems that Nolan Ryan is the king. I mean, everyone thinks that Nolan Ryan is the best pitcher in the last 50, 60 years. So it got me to thinking: is there another pitcher that even comes close in terms of maybe stats or hobby love than Nolan Ryan? I was trying to look to think of other pitchers that collectors, investors, uh, fans of baseball may think is a better pitcher than Nolan Ryan. Obviously, based on my last Would You Rather, it's not Tom Seaver. Bob Gibson? Hmm, probably not. Um, Not Warren Spahn, even though he has far more wins, but then maybe some Cy Young awards and things like that. The only one I can maybe think of that would even come close, Andy Koufax. But again, he didn't have as long as a pitching career. The stats don't add up. I mean, he had 5, 6 years of absolute brilliance. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is there another pitcher who would even come close in the hobby to Nolan Ryan? I mean, is he the king? Is he, when you talk about pitchers, it's Nolan Ryan and no one else? I don't know. I'd like to know your thoughts. All right, let's get into the trivia and wrap this video up. All right, here is the trivia question. Who has the most seasons with 200 plus innings pitched and 200 plus strikeouts since 2000? So, over the last 10 years, this is obviously 2021, but over the last 20 years, who has had the most seasons with 200 plus innings pitched and 200 plus strikeouts? Let me know in the comments, and of course, I will have the answer for you in my next video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.